Welcome to our video series, Conceptual Relationships of Words in the English Language. In this series, we present English vocabulary in a structured and hierarchical manner. Each video showcases a range of terms and their corresponding definitions, presented in an organized sequence from broader concepts to more specific details. The series is divided into playlists, videos, and sections, each delving into distinct aspects of the English language. To get the most out of these videos, here are some of the suggested uses. We will be using WordNet as our primary reference throughout the series. For detailed information about WordNet, please visit the official WordNet website. If you're new to our channel, we recommend starting with our introductory videos. They provide essential context for understanding our approach, purpose, and methodology. For simpler navigation, we presented an outline of the terms and relationships in one of these introductory videos. Remember to show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. In this episode, we will explore miscellaneous properties. It will cover all other properties from WordNet not included in the previous videos, such as degree, manner, and others. This video is part of the playlist attribute. Attribute playlist is one of two playlists devoted for the conceptual domain attribute. Attributes are linguistic elements that serve as modifiers to provide descriptive information about another word. They convey qualities, characteristics, or properties associated with the entities they modify, enriching the meaning and context of the expression. Section 1. In this section we will explore the property degree and some miscellaneous properties, such as isotropy and characteristics. This section is the first of two sections devoted to the hypernym degree.
Property. Property.
A basic or essential attribute shared by all members of a class.
A study of the physical properties of atomic particles.
Isotropy. Isotropy.
Physics, the property of being isotropic, having the same value when measured in different directions.
Anisotropy. Anisotropy.
The property of being anisotropic, having a different value when measured in different directions.
Characteristic. Characteristic.
Any measurable property of a device measured under closely specified conditions.
Degree. Degree.
A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality.
A moderate grade of intelligence.
Amplitude level. Amplitude level.
The level on a scale of amplitude.
Intensity. Intensity.
High level or degree, the property of being intense.
Badness. Badness.
Used of the degree of something undesirable, e.g. pain or weather.
Foulness. Foulness.
Of weather, the badness of the weather.
They were wearied with the foulness of the weather.
Seriousness. Seriousness.
The quality of arousing fear or distress.
He learned the seriousness of his illness.
Ferocity. Ferocity.
The property of being wild or turbulent.
The storm's violence.
Savageness. Savageness.
The property of being untamed and ferocious.
A craving for barbaric splendor, for savagery in color and the throb of drums.
Force. Force.
Physical energy or intensity.
The government has not the vitality and forcefulness of a living man.
brunt, brunt,
Main force of a blow, etc.
Bore the brunt of the attack.
energy, energy,
Forceful exertion.
He plays tennis with great energy.
athleticism, athleticism,
Intense energy.
His music is characterized by happy athleticism.
momentum, momentum,
An impelling force or strength.
The car's momentum carried it off the road.
top, top,
The greatest possible intensity.
He screamed at the top of his lungs.
vehemence, vehemence,
Intensity or forcefulness of expression.
His emphasis on civil rights.
overemphasis, overemphasis,
Too much emphasis.
quality, quality,
A degree or grade of excellence or worth.
The quality of students has risen.
inferiority, inferiority,
An inferior quality.
poorness, poorness,
The quality of being poorly made or maintained.
She was unrecognizable because of the poorness of the photography.
scrawniness, scrawniness,
The property of being stunted and inferior in size or quality.
The scrawniness of sickly trees.
second class, second class,
Not the highest quality in a classification.
wretchedness, wretchedness,
The quality of being poor and inferior and sorry.
He has compiled a record second to none in his wretchedness.
superiority, superiority,
The quality of being superior.
fineness, fineness,
The quality of being very good indeed.
The inn is distinguished by the fineness of his cuisine.
first class, first class,
The highest rank in a classification.
first water, first water,
The highest quality gems.
ingenuity, ingenuity,
The property of being ingenious.
The cleverness of his design.
sun protection factor, sun protection factor,
The degree to which a sunscreen protects the skin from the direct rays of the sun.
Section 2. In this section we will explore the property degree. This section is the second of two sections devoted to the hypernym degree.
depth, depth,
Degree of psychological or intellectual profundity.
profundity, profundity,
Intellectual depth, penetrating knowledge, keen insight, etc.
The profoundness of the silence.
Superficiality. Superficiality.
Lack of depth of knowledge or thought or feeling.
Glibness. Glibness.
A kind of fluent, easy superficiality.
The glibness of a high-pressure salesman.
Sciolism. Sciolism.
Pretentious superficiality of knowledge.
Extreme. Extreme.
The furthest or highest degree of something.
He carried it to extremes.
High. High.
A lofty level or position or degree.
Summer temperatures reached an all-time high.
Low. Low.
A low level or position or degree.
The stock market fell to a new low.
Highness. Highness.
A high degree of amount or force, etc.
Responsible for the highness of the rates.
Lowness. Lowness.
A low or small degree of any quality, amount or force or temperature, etc.
He took advantage of the lowness of interest rates.
Grind. Grind.
The grade of particle fineness to which a substance is ground.
The coarse grind of coffee.
Immoderation. Immoderation.
The quality of being excessive and lacking in moderation.
Excess. Excess.
Immoderation is a consequence of going beyond sufficient or permitted limits.
Exorbitance. Exorbitance.
Excessive excess.
Extravagance. Extravagance.
The quality of exceeding the appropriate limits of decorum or probability or truth.
We were surprised by the extravagance of his description.
Overplus. Overplus.
Extreme excess.
An embarrassment of riches.
Redundancy. Redundancy.
The attribute of being superfluous and unneeded.
The use of industrial robots created redundancy among workers.
Fifth wheel. Fifth wheel.
Someone or something that is unwanted and unneeded.
Moderation. Moderation.
Quality of being moderate and avoiding extremes.
Golden mean. Golden mean.
The middle between extremes.
Reasonableness. Reasonableness.
Moderation in expectations.
Without greater reasonableness by both parties, we will never settle this matter.
Section 3. In this section we will explore some miscellaneous properties.
Manner. Manner.
How something is done or how it happens.
In the characteristic New York style.
Artistic style. Artistic style.
The style of a particular artist or school or movement.
An imaginative orchestral idiom.
Baroque. Baroque.
Elaborate and extensive ornamentation in decorative art and architecture that flourished in Europe in the 17th century.
Classical style. Classical style.
The artistic style of ancient Greek art with its emphasis on proportion and harmony.
Classicism. Classicism.
A movement in literature and art during the 17th and 18th centuries in Europe that favored rationality and restraint in strict forms.
Classicism often derived its models from the ancient Greeks and Romans.
High Renaissance. High Renaissance.
The artistic style of early 16th century painting in Florence and Rome, characterized by technical mastery and heroic composition and humanistic content.
Neoclassicism. Neoclassicism.
Revival of a classical style, in art or literature or architecture or music, but from a new perspective or with a new motivation.
Order. Order.
Architecture, one of original three styles of Greek architecture distinguished by the type of column and entablature used or a style developed from the original three by the Romans.
Composite order. Composite order.
The Roman order that combines the Corinthian acanthus leaves with the spiral scrolls of the Ionic order.
Corinthian order. Corinthian order.
The last Greek order, similar to the Ionic order except the capital is decorated with carvings of acanthus leaves.
Doric order. Doric order.
The oldest and simplest of the Greek orders, and the only one that normally has no base.
Ionic order. Ionic order.
The second Greek order, the capital is decorated with spiral scrolls.
Tuscan order. Tuscan order.
A Roman order that resembles the Doric order, but without a fluted shaft.
Rococo. Rococo.
Fanciful but graceful asymmetric ornamentation in art and architecture that originated in France in the 18th century.
Romanticism. Romanticism.
A movement in literature and art during the late 18th and early 19th centuries that celebrated nature rather than civilization.
Romanticism valued imagination and emotion over rationality.
Treatment. Treatment.
A manner of dealing with something artistically.
His treatment of space borrows from Italian architecture.
Drape. Drape.
The manner in which fabric hangs or falls.
She adjusted the drape of her skirt.
Fit. Fit.
The manner in which something fits.
I admired the fit of her coat.
Hang. Hang.
The way a garment hangs.
He adjusted the hang of his coat.
Form. Form.
A particular mode in which something is manifested.
His resentment took the form of extreme hostility.
Lifestyle. Lifestyle.
A manner of living that reflects the person's values and attitudes.
Fast lane. Fast lane.
A hectic and pressured lifestyle often characterized by recklessness or dissipation.
Life in fashion's fast lane has taught her a lot.
Free living. Free living.
A lifestyle given to easy indulgence of the appetites.
Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair.
A vain and frivolous lifestyle, especially in large cities.
Response. Response.
The manner in which an electrical or mechanical device responds to an input signal or a range of input signals.
Setup. Setup.
The way something is organized or arranged.
It takes time to learn the setup around here.
Touch. Touch.
A distinguishing style.
This room needs a woman's touch.
Common touch. Common touch.
The property of appealing to people in general, usually by appearing to have qualities in common with them.
Wise. Wise.
A way of doing or being.
In this wise.
Compositeness. Compositeness.
The property of being a composite number.
Primality. Primality.
The property of being a prime number.
Duality. Duality.
Physics, the property of matter and electromagnetic radiation that is characterized by the fact that some properties can be explained best by wave theory and others by particle theory.
Connectivity. Connectivity.
The property of being connected or the degree to which something has connections.
Optics. Optics.
Optical properties.
The optics of a telescope.
Solvability. Solvability.
The property of a problem or difficulty that makes it possible to solve.
Unsolvability. Unsolvability.
The property of a problem or difficulty that makes it impossible to solve.
End of episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. In the next episode, we will present attribution.